What's up, my friend? Abby here, and today we are talking about that elusive thing called a hiatus. But especially answering the question, why is it that when I take a break from social media, I come back a few weeks later feeling exactly the same? I'll tell you why. Because you're doing it wrong. See, what you're probably doing is feeling so overwhelmed by social media that eventually you're just like, you know what? I'm done. I need a break. I can't stand how much time I spend scrolling through my feed. So you delete the app from your phone, maybe even announce that you're going on hiatus, and you disappear off the face of the earth for the next few days or weeks or months. But believe it or not, the worst part is actually not the part where you keep unlocking your phone every 5 minutes to check social media, only to find that your app is gone and you are actually supposed to be gone. The worst part is when you return to social media after your planned little hiatus time, only to fall back into the same old slog, and you feel like nothing ever changed and you feel like you never even left. Now, I'm not saying this is what you do, I'm saying this is what most people do, okay? And if you clicked on this video, you probably have a hard time with taking a break from social media, or you have a hard time when you return to social media feeling like you actually took a break and like anything even changed. If that's you, no worries, I'm going to help you out. So there's 5 steps to my bulletproof hiatus formula, and if you follow it, your life will be transformed. You will be so much happier. I'm so good at self-promotion. Step 1, make a plan. But Abby, this is supposed to be relaxing. Planning is relaxing. Okay, I get it. Planning every single moment of your life might not be your thing. You took a break from social media for a reason. You want a break, you want a hiatus, you want to just relax. But this is the part that most people get wrong. They think that if they just delete the app from their phone and stop checking social media, everything will just magically get better. But trust me, it won't. You might find yourself not reaching for your phone as much towards the end of your hiatus, but that's not actually progress. That's just your episodic memory associating a lack of happy chemicals with a lack of social media. What exactly is your objective here? You don't like how much time you spend on social media? So that means you're going to have to figure out how to replace, what's going to replace all the time that you spend on social media, which leads us to step number 2, and that is make self-care a priority. I don't know about you, but whenever I feel like I need a break from social media, it's because I feel drained. I feel like I'm giving it my all and I'm not getting anything back. And that's true, and it's fine because that's just a fact of life, okay? Nobody is going to give you anything back. Nobody can fill your cup except you. So don't go looking for fulfillment or peace of mind from anybody else, because that can only come from here. Not me, I mean like, I'm pointing to my head metaphorically. Okay, so self-care is interpreted differently by everybody, and I will just say this real quick. Not all self-care advice is good advice. It's really only good if it's going to improve your quality of life. So listen to your needs. What you really need might be exercise, or a better diet, or more sleep, or maybe you have to go to bed earlier, maybe you should get up earlier, maybe you need a few days to just relax and sleep and read books. Pay attention, be mindful, and always ask yourself, what will boost my happiness long term? Step 3, do something totally different, if only to distract yourself. Who says you need to go on vacation to have an adventure? There's all kinds of exciting possibilities, things that you've never even thought to try before, waiting at your fingertips. So maybe you don't go outside a lot, maybe you're like me, and you stay inside and work all day. Try going outside, okay? Go for a hike, go for a run, go for a drive somewhere you've never been before. Go out to see a movie with a friend who also needs to chill. Go do some of those fun things that you're always putting off because you're too busy to do them. Okay, just do something different. Shake up your lifestyle. I know from experience this is one of the best, most therapeutic things to do, especially on a hiatus. Oh, and here's the real challenge. Go do your exciting, adventurous thing and don't post about it on social media. Oh, yeah. Step 4. Look inward. It's introspection time, but I'm not talking about your usual 2 a.m. existential crisis. I'm talking about listening to your needs, but taking it one step further. A break from social media is an ideal time to really stop and look at all the habits that you've formed over the past months or years even, and ask yourself, Why? Is there a better way to live? What is no longer serving you? Should you let go of it? If you needed a break from social media, chances are there is something about it that's bringing you down. So observe that. Don't just push it aside and shut it off for a few weeks. Because when you return to social media, there it will be right where you left it. Unless you do something about it. Journaling can be really helpful during this time of introspection, even doing like a video or audio diary type thing, because you never know like what you're holding back or what emotions you're keeping locked up, bottled up, until you talk it out or write it down sometimes. So I find that very helpful. So if you're like, I don't have any problems, you might. Just either talk about it with somebody that you trust or talk to yourself. I do that all the time. Talking to yourself is very underrated. And finally, step 5, make a social media manifesto. Here's where the good part comes in. This is what you need to do before you return to social media. Create a guideline for yourself. I prefer to call it a manifesto just because manifesto is such a fun word. It's like, manifesto, manifesto, manifesto. Create a mission statement, if you will, for social media. Even if you're not building a business or a personal brand or something, you still have a mission on social media. If you're just on social media for fun, don't be. You have a platform and an audience. I don't care how big or small it is. You should be using that for good, okay? You don't have to have some complicated, sacred calling, but you should have some sort of mission. So here's how I created my social media manifesto. By the way, I'm including a free printable template for you to fill out, and the link is in the description box below this video. So basically I just listed out the social media platforms I use, how often I wanted to post on them, why, and what my mission was on that platform. So here's a snippet of my social media manifesto just so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about here. In this case, it's YouTube, and I wrote that I wanted to post 2 videos per week, which is what I currently do. And my mission, I wrote to grow a community of thinkers who are willing to discuss new ideas, particularly about creativity, entrepreneurship, and self-improvement. Yeah, social media can be taxing, and it can be difficult to always show up with something good to post, something that is high quality and thoughtful. But when you have a mission statement like this, it makes it so much easier. You won't feel aimless and bored and like you're grasping at straws for ideas of something to post. You'll feel empowered. You'll feel like you have a reason for being here. And that's what everybody wants, isn't it? Like a reason for being. So this will give you this feeling of I have a reason for being on social media. So go ahead, grab your free printable social media manifesto template. It's there in the description box below this video. There's a link. No email sign up required. I just want you to grab this, open up your PDF, print it off, and start filling it out. This will make your life so much better when you return to social media after your break, because you'll have a mission and something to hold you accountable so you don't recreate those same old bad habits. So there you have it, my friend. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was helpful and somewhat inspiring. If it was, hit that like button. Also, comment below and tell me your experience in taking a break from social media. Have you ever returned just to feel like, oh my gosh, nothing's changed and I felt like I never even left? If so, I hope these tips will help you next time you go off the grid. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I post videos just like this all about creativity and self-help goodness every single Monday, and I'd love to just have you here as a part of the dream team. Have a beautiful day, my friend. Rock on.